Hey travelers, welcome back to Ghostlight. So there's still a little bit of time to do some Twitch drops. From what I understand, I think we have until 9 a.m. Eastern. I'm currently showing 7:40, so we got about an hour and 20 minutes left for anyone who wants to get the last day of Twitch drops. So I figured it might be good. Let's just run the Atlas path. That's plenty of time for that, right? Granted, it may not be true to life. I might have to turn on crafting to finish it in that time frame, but we'll be streaming, and that's what's important. So let's give it a shot. I am in the same exact location I was when I started, or when I finished yesterday. That's weird. I don't think I have anybody over on Discord, but it says that Pyro and Jake are in this. That's strange. Oh well. Okay. So let's do it. We don't have a lot of time, but I think we can get through it. The Atlas path. I do want to share this over on Twitter, though. Or whatever we're calling it. Just in case. I hope everyone's having a great Tuesday morning. I just woke up. That's why I look like this. Woke up this way. All right, and let's share this real quick. I'm going to fly around my new Starborn runner. So here's the thing, right? Like, I want to... I really want to try to get the mark of the Denier and just kind of get a feel for what it exactly it does for you. The character I have is really Atlas oriented. It's left over from our away team missions, and he's a Crimson Mancer, right? He's supposed to be a acolyte of the Atlas. But I really want the mark of the Denier, so we're just going to do it on this save and see what happens. Hopefully it doesn't. I mean, maybe it'll stay with this character, but we'll see. All right, that's shared. Let's go. Let's see what we got to do. Get some game audio in here. Well, apparently there is. It's just really quiet. Oh, I'm just really quiet. All right, so I ran the expedition on my alt yesterday. I don't think I've run the Atlas path on this character yet. Well, let's find out. First things first, we got to find... Okay, there's an Atlas station right there. Perfect. Oh, you know what? I need to figure something out here because my this is a brand new fresh ship with no... there we go. Maybe we can try this. It's got little to nothing on it. It's got a little something on it. What's this? Emergency warp. I think I also have a indium drive. I grabbed, yeah. I mean, the hyperdrive range still isn't great, but... Hey, thank you for that already. Subscription over on Twitch. I'm not having anywhere near as much trouble with Streamlabs as yesterday, although I still am having a little bit. I can't see who's subscribing, when they subscribe, but thank you. I appreciate you. All right. So, this is all charged up and ready to go. Let's get to that first Atlas interface. I'm pretty sure I can just jump right there and call it a day, right? I'm a little fuzzy on how to start this, even though I've done it like twice in the last, since the update. Since the trial, I should say. I did it once on my trial save on experimental. but I didn't do the sequence correctly, or it just wasn't released in the same way, so I didn't get the Mark of the Denier. But from everything I've seen, I know that Craig Mark for No Man's Sky Resources posted some things on Twitter that showed you how to do it. I should probably pull that up if I'm being honest. Oh, here it is. So the Mark of the Denier, which I've referred to as the Heretic Core previously, sort of one and the same. In the game files, it's listed as a couple of things. So you charge it with nanites. I'm not entirely sure what function it has currently. I don't think there necessarily is one, but I do think I did a video not too long ago that says not to watch it. Do not watch this video. I think it's going to play a little bit into the conflict that's ahead for these two simulated deities. Oh, I bet you I need to end the expedition. That's probably what it is. Silly me. So I don't have the community milestones on this save, but that's okay. I'm not too worried about it. They're still working on them on my main save, so. Oh, actually, didn't I end my main save yesterday too? I may not be working on them on my main save. If you're over on Twitch, welcome. I hope you're here getting your Twitch drops. Like I said, I'm pretty sure there's an hour and 15 minutes left to do that. Let's go end this expedition. See, this guy's whole look just screams Atlas, right? And then I'm going to go get the Mark of the Denier. End this expedition. Suppose I probably could have just gone to the primary save, huh? Oh, thank you to the folks sharing it over on Twitter. I appreciate that. Every little bit helps. I've also recently found out that some of my subscribers actually have also been unintentionally unsubscribed due to the YouTube culling. It's at a much lesser extent. Oh, I want to get my ship back. Give me that ship. It's at a much lesser extent than some of the bigger No Man's Sky YouTubers, but apparently it's happening. So hey, if you've subscribed in the past, just check to make sure you're still subscribed. Oh, it's already copied. All right. So do I have it in my? No, I don't. Don't I have it? I could have sworn I had it. I guess I'll get it here. I suppose what ship I use isn't really important, huh? Already? Yeah, I do have it already. Well, where the heck is it? Okay. Let's go find the Atlas. Oh, it's ways away. You know what? Let me see what I can get for... Swap out my ships. Or what do I have for... Got nothing. Even with all this stuff, my hyperdrive range is pretty low. Gonna land over on the home world. Pinota's in the chat. Yeah, I know that a few of the bigger YouTubers have been talking about it. I guess I do notice every now and then that I lose subscribers here and there, but it's like ones and twos. Like it's nothing big, but I'm a much smaller channel, so I imagine if you have 25,000 subscribers at that same ratio, you probably are seeing a few more people being unsubscribed. Maybe it's just due to activity on your channel. I have no idea, but alright, so this doesn't have. Let me tear some tech out of this. Just to move things along. All right, so the hyperdrive in this isn't actually. Oh, of course I put it in the. I just build it. No, of course I can't just build it. Let's also take. I don't think any of these memory fragments give me starship stuff. Alright, so the whole point of this playthrough is to get the mark of the Denier within an hour. So I'm going to turn crafting on. I already have fuel usage on from getting up to the anomaly for the path. Ghosty, all I'm saying is YouTube ain't the same without Susan. At least I can see your comments now. That's something. Here's the thing that bugs me about the Twitch drop thing is I don't get, as somebody streaming it, as it turns out, I don't get credit for the Twitch drops if I'm streaming the content, unless I'm watching my own content. So I've done a few streams for the Twitch drops, but I don't have any of them myself, which is fine. You know, like, I've never really done the Twitch drops, but it would be nice. So I actually do have a tab open over here with my Twitch stream, just to get something, I guess. But it would be nice in the future to get credit for streaming to Twitch. All I'm saying. Unless I'm doing it wrong, which, let's be honest, it could be the case. Alright, first one. Here we go. That only took 17 minutes to accomplish. And how we doing on time? We got about an hour to get through it, which I think it's doable. It may not have been doable with the crafting off, but... Hey, this was discovered by Reverend Thorn. Good old Thorn. Hope you're doing well, Thorn. I haven't seen you in a few days anyways. Should have got more coffee before I started streaming. Something like a quick stream before work, right? Pinota says, which headset you hearing? Where? Oh, this is what is this? Turtle Beach 700, I think. Yeah, Turtle Beach Stealth 700 something. Yeah, no worries, I got you. Sometimes I wear this other headset, which is probably on the ground right now. Audio Technica I wear sometimes. It's a little bit older, and the cushion on it's not the greatest. So I use that one for recording when I do like voiceovers and stuff, just because there's less latency. But it's really uncomfortable. So Atlas called me to this interface, and yet its purpose remains unclear, which I think is like, that's just the Atlas in a nutshell, right? Every interaction is shrouded in mystery and never super helpful. It demands worship. It demands obedience. It welcomes me. It knows what I am. It offers the gift of true understanding. That's a bunch of bullshit, isn't it? But why? Why does such power knowledge crave submission? It knows my thoughts before I know them myself. It knows what I will do. It asks me to follow its path. So, alright. So I need to refuse I need to refuse the Atlas at every turn. Do I refuse the Atlas now? Let's consult Craig Mark over on YouTube. Craig, what do I do? NoManSkyResources.com. I mean, this might be a short video if I refuse it. See what happens when I go back into it. Oh, so I get the same. What happens when you refuse it? Well, Ghosty, I'm trying to get the mark of the denier. So if you follow the Atlas path at the very end, typically, before this update, you used to get the starseed, right? And I made a mistake in one of my last videos. I thought it was whether you followed it or not, whether you birthed a new star or not. But it turns out it was just when you birth a new star, you used to get the starseed. And that gives you like a core health benefit, so like the plus in the top of your screen. But I don't know what the Mark of the Denier does. You charge it with nanites, but we're not really sure at this juncture like what it actually does. Ooh, I'm trying to go to nomanskyresources.com, but it's not loading. Oh boy. Let me check some stuff out here. Mesodius, I think, did it. Let me look at this. Alright, so nothing happens. Terminal gives. You charge it by doing anything in game that gives you nanite clusters. Well, I guess you must have to accept it, right? Oh, doesn't it lock you in Euclid for refusing? I don't think so. I think you can still travel to the center of the galaxy and go that way. The last time I ran the path, though, it gave me the star seed. I didn't refuse it, and it didn't teleport me to a new star. It just said that I birthed a new star. So I don't know. Again, that was also in the trial, the experimental branch. All right, so I can do this thing, and because I have crafting on, because I'm tricky, I can just make it and go to the next. Because again, we only have an hour, 59 minutes for Twitch drops. And damn it, I want the mark. So this save is the one that I use for our different challenges. We're doing we did away team season 1 challenge. We just finished. We're going to be doing a season 2 eventually, and I'm going to keep this character going for that. So I don't want to put too much stuff on it as far as resources are concerned. Oh, no. But I do want to do this at least. So you must have to take it to the end and then deny it in the very end. Over on Twitter, Mesodius told me that once you get the Mark of the Denier, you can charge it by doing anything in-game that gives you nanite clusters. Once you've charged it to 100%, you can go to any Atlas station, go up to the terminal, and shove it into the terminal, and nothing happens. The Atlas terminal receives the information. Oh, come on, man. Can I warp mine in here to fight this guy? Or I just gotta do it myself? I don't got time for this, man. That's okay. I'm just gonna leave them to fend for themselves. You've played 1,000 hours and you've never finished the Atlas. You know what's funny is that I did it a long time ago. Originally, I had done it a long time ago. So when I did it on the experimental branch, it was completely different than I remembered. So the picture I keep using for all my thumbnails around Omega is actually like a visual update they did to the Atlas path. But because I hadn't played it in so long, I had no idea. I was just like, oh, that looks cool. And I took a picture of it. The visual is a lot more striking in the way that you do it. You actually use these seeds, these Atlas seeds that you're creating, and you put them into into a machine of sorts, and then you make your decision, or you don't, I guess. So all right, where you at, Atlas? So this is there's 12 stones, or 12, I keep saying stones because of the old Atlas stones. There's 12 seeds that you create here, and then you go to another Atlas interface and you get a little bit of something, and then you go to the next one. And the Atlas changes its appearance through this whole entire thing, and there's no real, I mean, there's kind of a rhyme and reason to it, but there's no real lasting outcome of it changing. At first, I thought this was like a visual error, but it does. It eventually takes in a few different forms, and then eventually this goes back to normal. And this is something that we talked about on, I think Proteus was asking about it on live stream the other day, because it has one of each of the races floating up there eventually. Another Atlas interface. How many of these constructs exist in the deep void? How long have they been slumbering, waiting for a traveler? Have they been expecting me? Am I somehow chosen? The Atlas crafted this existence, the Gek, the Vy'keen, the Korvax, the stars that fill the skies, and the hatred that burns within the deep. Every world that turns and every form that lives, the Atlas offers it all. I deny this path. I'm no one's tool. At least denying it. I mean, denying it every turn doesn't actually seem to do anything. So it must be the denial at the end that makes the difference. But just in case, just in case. And these are going to fill up my inventory quick. Let me pop on over to multi-stream here. For some reason, none of the chat on Streamlabs works particularly well. So if anyone's over on Twitch and I don't see your chat, I'm sorry. I guess I could look over here. Oh no, I can't. I can just look at my tab for that. Okay, let's keep moving. 2 down, 10 to go. Oh, keeps taking me to the core. There we go. Man. Really need to upgrade this thing. I just woke up. I'm wearing the same shirt I had on stream yesterday. Just want to point that out. I'm aware of it. It's okay. Lots of work to do today too, but it's good to get one first preliminary streaming in the morning just to get Twitch drops. 52 minutes left to get your Twitch drops. Should probably reconfirm that too, huh? Oh, yep, there's a timer. 50. I should put the timer up on the screen. That would be fun, huh? All right, let's go to this. There's the Atlas and its up armor appearance. Again, see, they would be cool. It would be cool if they gave us something, you know, like it looks like it's ready for battle, right? Like that'd be awesome to have that be its look when talking about or dealing with the Atlantid, even if it was after presenting the Atlantidium to it during the Echoes update. So your YouTube streams are better than the Twitch. I mean, I stream more often to YouTube, but I only started streaming to Twitch for this. Did I get the Dreadnought? I did. I actually I didn't get it on my main save. I ended up getting it on this save because I worked so hard to get that damn. I got the Sentinel Dreadnought, which is, I mean, it used to be what we called it back in the day, the Sentinel style capital ship. I got an S-class version of it a long time ago, and I grinded for a very long time to get that. So I didn't want to give it up. But this is a new character. Didn't have a freighter. It had just some random freighter. I figured it was okay. So this one has the an S-class pirate dreadnought that I haven't really done much with. You got those drops yesterday? Nice. I did. I streamed for about 5 hours yesterday for the drops. But in case anyone didn't get it, figured it would be a good opportunity before I start work for the day to hop on with 48 minutes left. On to the next. Oh, it's close. Nice. Was this resource locked? No, it's not locked. Oh, this one is. All right, where is it? Okay, I think I got this. Can I move it? Oh, I can. Or should I put this timer? I'm gonna put it right at the top of the screen. How's that? There we go. All right, you can kind of get a sense now. Here we go. How much time we have left? You wish the drops were a little better. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I've never looked at the Twitch drops and been like, ooh, you know, like, here's the broken up Atlas appearance. Again, doesn't really say much about it. I'm gonna do my refuse. And then I'll eventually comply. Got my boy Milo over there in his crate hanging out. Being a good boy. Alright. On to the next. 45 minutes to go. Gonna have to start dropping these somewhere else too. Maybe I could just make room. You know, I've said it a few times now, but ever since playing our away team mission, I have a newfound respect for the nutrient processor and eating in this game. Because when you don't have any hazard protection, the Red Bunny T-Rex was good on day 3. I missed out on that. You know, I could probably still get it with No Man's Zap once that gets updated to that point. I actually haven't checked it in a little while, so it would be interesting to see. Now, can I pop this window out, maybe? Am I going to mess up my thing if I do that? I don't want to deal with it. Don't want to risk it. Let's get this path done. 44 minutes. $44 minutes for your Twitch drops. Okay. No Man's App. No Man's App is a it's a service bot that you go to nomansapp.com and it gives you the ability to you can get certain ships. It's sort of like save editing without actually save editing. You can get certain ships that you can only get in expeditions. You can get expedition rewards there without doing the expeditions. You can get any item. You can transfer. I have a video on my YouTube channel that is about getting to Phantom Stars. That's the first time I really started using it because you can transfer. If you do the math, you can transfer anywhere. You can even get to those Phantom Star systems that you can't access through the galactic map. But it takes a little doing, and that video kind of lays that out. But you can go to any galaxy, any star system, as long as you know the glyphs. And you have to use a couple different platforms to get glyphs. If you find out your galactic address, you figure out your coordinates, and you can make your glyphs that way to where you are and where you're going. But No Man's App will take you there. Again, also give you ships. There's a ship... I haven't really played with it too much, but there's sort of a ship customization tool where you can build like your ideal ship, and it will tell you where you can go to get something close to it, or what the probability of finding something close to it would be. All right, so here's the interface that has the 3 races kind of floating in the sky. Doesn't really say too much as to why, if memory serves. But here we go. I've already lost track on what what number Atlas station we're on, but well, I'm glad to have a lasting impact, Ghosty. I've been using it a lot for, again, I'm going to keep refusing it the first time. I've been using it a lot for, like this challenge we did, the away team challenge. We set up characters over on ghostlightxe.com, which is also a way that you can get to our Discord. We set up characters and limited what we could do, but some characters had like daily drops, like daily repair kits or daily memory fragments. So I used to manage those things as the party leader, and I used No Man's App a lot just to get the items. I would just fly up to the space anomaly, put it in No Man's App, get the item, fly back down. So I didn't have to go hunting for these things for these daily drops, which was super helpful. Made life a lot easier preparing for that series. All right, so let's count what we're on. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is 5. Okay. 7 to go with 40 minutes. Yeah, Phantom Stars, I think, are pretty awesome. And the thing that baffles me about it is, again, I would go watch that video because I do a lot of explaining in it, but each region has a certain amount of stars that you can access, right? The number they say is like 600 is sort of the average, but it ranges from anywhere from like 200. I forget what the max number is, like 650 or something like that. There's a range for every region, and they do it so that the region looks more sporadic, you know. So the Phantom Stars exist in between those. Every region has the possibility of 4,095 or 4,096. Wait, did it say I discovered one here? There shouldn't be one in this system. All right, that works. Each region has the potential for way more systems. It's just they hide them from you so that they look more sporadic and more naturally occurring. But they're still there. You can still get to them if you use the method that I point out in that video. And really, what it comes down to is going to a planet in that system. You get an idea of what the planet number is or the system number is, and then just choosing a number higher, somewhere in the range where they probably aren't, something over 650 or 600, and then converting those to portal glyphs, and then using No Man's App or something similar to get there. You can do it much quicker with a save editor, obviously, but I play on console, I play on PS5, so I don't have that option. But it's something that we've been talking about on the Discord community with the Spectral Vanguard for a while, getting to a Phantom Star system. So really it's just a matter of figuring it out. So that's why something like No Man's App is great for us console players, because it gives us the opportunity to do some things that previously only the PC community could do with save editors. And I hate feeling left out. So I like it. And again, if you're just joining us, hi, I'm Ghost. If you have not previously done so, please consider subscribing to the channel. I do a lot of lore videos. I haven't done one in a while because we've been lacking in the lore, and I've been kind of wondering how I should do a lore video for this update, because there isn't much in it. Certainly not enough to necessitate its own chapter, but I don't know. I'm still thinking about it. I also do a lot of explainer videos for tech, and I do a sort of a not infrequent, it's actually been quite frequent lately, a not a regular series that's a podcast style, where I just sort of talk about whatever without a lot of editing. Although it has been more and more editing as these things have been coming out. Active discovery for discovery's sake now seems like a foolish concept. I've rejected the paths. Oh. Alright. I was worried it was giving me a different prompt. Alright. Let's make that one. Let's ditch this one. On to the next. I haven't done much with the ship finding tool. I think maybe Pyro has. Pyro, who's often on these live streams. I'll have to ask him. I'm pretty sure he said he had played with it. And a lot of it is probabilities, like you build the ship you want and it will give you an address of where there is a high probability of that ship being. I don't know how accurate it is. I've never done it. Oh, it can certainly find the Rasa you've been hunting forever. You can you build the seed for it. You build the seed for it, and then you can input the seed into that Finder app. Wait, where's the next? Hold, don't I have a? Let me hold on. I think I have a. Oh, maybe I already put it in. I thought I had another upgrade to install. Do I have any spots? Well, let's do this. I'm sick of all these extra jumps. I didn't do anything. I did something. Where's my other? No. That's weird. Putting the emergency warp adjacent didn't do anything. But what about just putting in all these guys? Alright, that did do something. Cadmium drive. I mean, it's a little bit. It's not much. Yeah. I think that's the best I'm going to get. Alright. Yeah, you have to let me know if that app does help you get that Rasa. Like I said, I've never used it. You can choose color and stuff on that app as well. And for some reason, when I use the website, the color never gets converted over in the seed. I've played with it a little bit. I just haven't gone ship hunting with it. Maybe that should be a stream. We're down to 33 minutes. And what? I think are we on 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we're on our 6 Atlas interface. So we're halfway there. So that's not bad. I think we're gonna do it. Yeah, that is a lot of specific pieces. A Rasa with a dorsal fin, a droid, shockwave or aftershock with box thrusters. I mean, give it a shot. See if that app takes you someplace. I mean, as long as it probably is more successful if you're not too caught up on what color it's going to be. What's the new update and how do I play without owning the game? Well, unfortunately, I think free-to-play ended yesterday. It was a free-to-play weekend, so it was the 15th through the 19th, I believe. I don't know that they'll do it again soon. I do think a large part of this update was the framework for that. As far as the download. There's kind of a couple of big changes to how the game does a few things as far as framework is concerned. One of those things is DLCs and demos, and the other thing is how the expeditions now run. Oh, the game is still half off. That's true. Usually when there's a big update, the game goes on sale on all platforms. It's like 7 going on 8 years old, so you can usually pick it up for pretty cheap. And it's a great value because they're still updating it years and years later, which is just outstanding in my opinion. I've been playing since day one. I only started making content in the past year. Last March I started. And it's really just been born out of all of the updates they've been putting out. Like the updates for 2023 were spectacular. I think that's why I was a little bit let down with this update, but I'm going to refuse first. Pinotis says, not that big update this. Yeah, this update wasn't that big. This one definitely felt more like... I've been pointing to Singularity a lot because Singularity was an update, but it was mainly an expedition. And you'll notice when you see Sean Murray's tweets where he lists the updates, he always includes Singularity, but he doesn't usually include other expeditions. And it's because there was an update component to Singularity, just like there's an update component to Omega. There are glimpses, half-remembered visions of a time before time. I see the birth of the first stars. I see the things that dwelt within it, the eyes that watched. I see that the Atlas saw at the moment of its activation. I see what the Atlas saw at the moment of its activation. Atlas stones are not stones. The station is not a station. I am not what I think I am. I'm not even sure that I exist. The Atlas does not care. The Atlas demands its therany, its reputation sublime. Okay, I already refused it, so I'm not going to accept it. They need to upgrade their graphics, their world generation, and their mob AI. Well, I don't know that you're going to get... I mean, the graphics have been updating. If you... I know that compared to some games, it may not look as good as it could. And it depends on your platform as well. I play on PS5. I think it looks pretty good. Oh, I'm just now realizing what you were talking about, Ghosty. State phasure. Gotcha. But they are a world of difference from where they were when the game started, for sure. Like the game started, there's this weird like filter on everything. There's like this kind of saturated hue. I can't describe it, but they got rid of it eventually. I don't remember which update. It may have been next. But the game has been constantly improving in those 7 years to the point where it's a completely different thing. Mob AI has actually improved quite a bit, even with, I want to say, I want to say that was the Interceptor update. Whenever we got the corrupted Sentinels, things changed a lot. Sentinel AI improved, their weapon systems improved. They became just a little bit harder to deal with, which as an endgame player is good, right? Like, a lot of us are all spec'd out. And their VR experience. I do have PSVR 2. I played a couple of the replay expeditions on it. I'm not a big VR player. I enjoy it, don't get me wrong. But as far as to compare it to other VR experiences, it felt cool because I love this game. So you do feel a little bit more immersed in this game. But yeah, the graphics do feel they take a hit for the sake of the VR. And flying was really difficult. Like flying your ship in VR takes a lot of getting used to, and I'm still nowhere near as proficient as I am on a console or as a on a controller. No Man's Sky is 100% a game that will add actual AI to their mob AI when it's released. I sure hope so, and I really hope Light No Fire, their next game, which is very similar. It's about exploration, but it's more fantasy based than sci-fi. A lot of parallels between these two games, but I hope that they include mob AI as well, because there's some really cool things happening out there, especially with these text-based, flying sucks in VR. Oh yeah, motion sickness is it's bad. I become a servant of this ancient sentience. It guides me through the cosmos, ever searching, ever deviating. Oh, never deviating. Well, I do deviate, don't I? Have others come before me? Have others faltered upon the path of the Atlas? Only in ending will revelations arise. Resistance will not be permitted. The Atlas wishes for me to know what it's like to create. It wishes to share some portion of its being, a sense that it cares deeply about this journey, that it's trying to show me something it cannot articulate through word or demonstration. Refuse. You can't aim at enemy ships. That's, yeah, there may be, I couldn't figure out auto aim on VR. There's probably a way to do it. Combat is very difficult in VR. It's probably more like a true to life dogfight, right? All right, I just read this. I'm going to rush through it. It is interesting to think about the Atlas during the Atlas path and what it's actually trying to accomplish. Like the Atlantid. Spoilers here for Omega if you haven't played through it, but there's a maybe I won't get too spoilery, but there's a part of the expedition that the Atlantid speaks directly to you. Well, it's really speaking directly to the Atlas. You're just sort of listening in. And in that, the Atlantid refers to the travelers as the Atlas's children, much in the way that the autophage are her children. And there's something interesting there. And there's something interesting with Leto, who's this like new traveler iteration that they're introducing in this update. But they don't say a whole lot about. True to life, but the sensitivity is way too high. Can you adjust that to get lower? Or is like the lowest setting just too high? How do you get the new ship? That's through the expedition. You can only get the new ship through completing the expedition, but once No Man's app becomes updated, you can probably get it through there as well. Even on low, it's too high. Okay. Like I said, I played the holiday replay expeditions through VR. Not all of them. I think maybe just 2 of them. But I didn't really adjust any settings. I just sort of like dealt with it. Did the best I could with what I had. And it's really difficult. Always has a delay. Your input doesn't work in VR. You know, I didn't really feel a huge delay. Like nothing that was that notable for me in VR, but Leto threw me off. I was like, the fuck who? You know, there's got to be something. There's got to be something there. I said this yesterday. Captain Steve has a pretty interesting theory that I won't reveal because I think he's still doing videos on it. He and I were talking about it offline, and he's got a theory that's got it's got legs in the lore. Like there's some it's supported by the previous lore. So I'm interested to see when he puts that video out. We're having a big discussion. We're having a roundtable discussion. Myself, Captain Steve, Professor Cynical, hopefully Hero, No Man's Sky, Assistant App, and Dread, Adventures with Dread. We're all getting together, having a big roundtable discussion next Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern, 6:30 GMT, which is going to be a great conversation. I'm going to host the panel. You can watch it on my channel. I'm sure they'll either stream it as well or share the stream. I have a huge list of lore-based questions to talk to them about. I'm really excited to get the insight of these other YouTubers who deal with No Man's Sky content. It's gonna be a lot of fun, I think. I got some really great questions that, like, things I just don't know, right? Like, I read the lore a lot. I know a lot about the lore, but there's just so much that's left open to interpretation that I would just love to get another take on. So look for that. I'm going to be scheduling this stream today. I've just been kind of holding off to find out if we have a lot of invites out for it. just to see who else might be accepting. So, no one is better than you with No Man's Sky lore. Thank you. I appreciate that. I do try. And I got to say, I am certainly inspired by some of those other creators to do what I do. And like another big one I always love to watch is Kanaju, and I really wish he would attend this thing as well. Kanaju's lore videos are just outstanding as well. Let me deny this and then reread it again. Refuse. 20 minutes. All right. I'm close to the end. Am I really, though? The truth of the universe is fire. The soul is light. I'm the experiment and the observer. All creation constructed for my journey. I see the universe around me. I know that it is good. I see the universe around me. And then I know I shall create my own. Okay. What's the timer for? The Twitch drops end at 9 a.m. Eastern time. So that's 20 minutes. So that's the timer on the day 5 Twitch drops. So if you want to get credit for any of the Twitch drops, you just have to go over to Twitch. Watch me on Twitch. I don't think I have anybody. Nobody is showing up in my Twitch chat. So I think it's okay. Oh, these are really close, huh? And I am on, so that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right. We're okay. We got 20 minutes, 19 minutes. And like 3 more to get to, right? 3 or 4. What are the Twitch drops? Well, hold on. I don't want to change my page because my timer's going to get messed up. But let me see if I can read them while I warp. So if you, if you're watching any No Man's Sky streamers over on Twitch and you link your account and all this other stuff, you go to, twitch.nomansky.com, and you can link your Twitch account with whatever platform that you play on, and you can get credit for certain pets, ships, multi-tools, cosmetics. The list, it varies from day to day. Each day had their own list of drops, but today's drops are a Space Anomaly decal and Titan Firework pack, Lost Bathysphere decal, an armored anemone, an egg, a creature egg, and a ship. But, so here's the thing, is that the ship, it all gets based on watch time. So the only thing you could probably qualify for if you started now were the watch time 20 minutes for the Space Anomaly decal and the Firework pack. So if that interests you, I don't know if it does. The next update name is going to be Eclipse. Interesting. Why do you say that? I mean, it's cool. Don't get me wrong. I do like it. Go Home in the chat is calling out the next update name being Eclipse. I mean, Eclipse was the name of one of the milestones of the expedition, right? And it was the... It makes sense. It was the final Atlas station. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure that was the milestone that you completed by going to the Atlas station for the last time during Omega. Off the milestone. Yeah, okay. I mean, yeah. There's definitely something there, right? Wait, is this the... Yeah, it is. Okay. 16 minutes. So if you were to start now, you could still get the 15-minute drop. But maybe you started yesterday and you didn't have enough time to finish it off. Hopefully some of y'all are watching this getting credit for it. The ship, the Nebedo of the Void is a 3-hour watch time. The egg is 2 hours. The anemone is 1 hour. The Bathysphere decal is 30 minutes. and the anomaly decal is 15 minutes. So if you're watching this stream, you could probably get up to the amenity. Well, go home if they announce the next one and it is Eclipse, and I think that would be a pretty killer name for an update. Don't get me wrong. You should come back to the channel and drop an "I told you so" into the chat, and I'll be like, "Yes, you did. You totally called it." Just gonna power through this to deny it again. Again, I don't think I need to do that, but just for consistency's sake. I am enslaved to the imitation of life. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Almost there. 14 minutes to go. Okay. Oh, this one's going to be further away, too. It's going to take a couple of jumps. Okay. Oh, wait. Wait a minute. There's no Atlas interface here, is there? Ah, okay. Oh, there we go. All right. No worries. What was the lore on the Utopia Foundation? You know, there was the Utopia. There was a story. I wouldn't call it lore. I mean, it is lore, right? Like, the Utopia was more about like a foundation that was like rehabitating a system, right? I never really found any parallels with like what was going on in the how it related to the main game per se, but it might be worth another read through. Allie has a question. I'm completing the path right now. Now it's asking me to show it a wonder, but it never accepts it for some reason. Help me. All right, so you're at the very end of the Atlas path, right? Oh, why am I at the very end of the Atlas path? I thought there was 12. Oh, okay, well, we're here, right? So if you're at the end of the Atlas path and it's asking you to show you a wonder, you need to have discovered something, right? So, which is a good question. Do I have any discoveries to show it? It gives you the option to, what does it say? Like when you, so this is the Atlas Eternal mission, right? That happens after the Atlas path. I mean, I'll probably be there with you in a second, but if you show it a wonder, all it does is give you a word and give you nanites. It doesn't really do anything else. It should. It seems like it would, but it doesn't do anything. I'm going to whisper the seed's name. And I did a playthrough of this, and I think I talked about this in that video I posted that says do not watch this video, because it's all about how the story ends. How I think the story's going to end anyways. Yes, it gives you nanites, and that's all it's going to do. So all of that, the Atlas Eternal mission is just to give you a way to get Atlas words and a way to get nanites. The real reward for the Atlas path is the star seed or the mark. I'm after the mark right now. I also think there might be a lot of enemy variations in the future because of what the Void Mother said about Leto and how she'll come back in stellar multitudes. Yeah, I mean, that would be great. The only thing I don't know about Leto is that Nada made it seem like she wasn't, or they weren't, I say she because of the Greek mythology, but that Leto wasn't gone. How do I get the Atlas customizables then? That is through the expedition. The Atlas path itself is only to get the star seed or the mark. We're down to 9 minutes. Whisper the seed's name. Alright, so I have denied all of the path. Did I already do this? Oh, did I go in the big circle already? And then you put the heart here. Alright, so this is the one that makes the difference from what I can tell. All your time for nothing. I'm sorry. But hey, listen, there's still time to do the expedition. You get like probably 3.5 or 4 weeks or something like that now. It started off as 5 weeks. So there's probably 4 weeks left. You can do those missions and get those customizables. They're still there to be had. The Atlas path, well, that's different. And this will probably play a role in the future. I stand at the interface of the Atlas. I stand at the Forge of Worlds. This is how it showed me what it was. This is how the Atlas shared the nature of its life, the workings of its mind. It never required prayer. It never required worship. All that it asked of me, all that it ever wanted, was just input. I was just the user. I can feel the seeds, their hidden knowledge, gravitating towards the interface's core. The void is meant to be filled. Nothingness yearns for a soul. If I do this, a star will be born. If I do this, I will become more than I ever thought possible. So I'm going to walk away. I have barely begun to formulate this hearsay in my mind when I feel the response. The tidal swells of crimson light that begins to rise behind my eyes. The Atlas is all creation. All the purpose is the universe. It calls for progress. It calls me. Who am I to deny such a force? Deny the Atlas. Oh man. 7 minutes left. I leave the Atlas alone, abandoned. I feel it begin to scream, a silent shriek that echoes across all of space and time. Mark of the Denier. Screen cap. Nice. A tiny mote of stardust, no more than a speck. On closer examination, its surface is all crystalline shards and distorted crimson geometry. It flickers with pent-up energy, demanding to be free. Empower the mark as you discover systems, planets, and objects across the universe. So, again, if you were to accept the Atlas and create to birth the new star, you would get the Atlas seed. If you don't, you get this. I bugged my mission log by denying it first and then accepted it. It's like having both options available, but the game doesn't like it. Oh, interesting. I wonder if... Do you have both then? Do you have the Star Seed and the Mark of the Denier? Wait, what? Oh, remembrance is my other one. So you can get remembrance from completing the path, but you get the mark of the Denier. Install that. And so I'm wondering if this is something. So these probably. I wonder if these still work together. Oh, you don't get So if you have the star seed, you get adjacency bonus for those. Where exactly do I start the expedition on the anomaly? You start the expedition, it's directly behind and to the right of the nexus on the anomaly. And if you don't see it, you might just need to upgrade your game. If you haven't already. Alright, so this thing is charged up, right? Like, I can just go and... I can go to the next terminal. So now I should have Atlas... 5 minutes, by the way. Now I should have the Atlas mission in my log. Atlas Eternal mission. And now I can go there and discharge the mark. One thing I'm interested in, though, is whether or not you get the core health benefit from the mark of the Denier. The timer is just the countdown to the end of the Twitch drops. 4 minutes left. What side are you on? What side of what am I on? I'm a big loyalist to the Atlas. However, in this playthrough, I really wanted to get the mark of the Denier, so I guess in this playthrough I'm not. But on my main save, I follow the Atlas. Whether or not that's a good idea, that's a different story altogether. You couldn't start the expedition because of the crack anyways? I don't know what that means exactly. Go home. Go home. Void Mother all the way. You know, what's interesting is that, you know, the Void Mother has really been, especially with, I would almost say Interceptor on, the Void Mother has been really painted as this, this wronged deity, right? Like, she cares about her children. She wants to get the simulation past the Atlas's death. The Atlas is this like absentee. Oh, you play the cracked version. I gotcha. You can't buy it in your country. That's messed up. The Atlas is really this absentee father figure, and honestly, it's just going through its own daddy issues, right? Like it feels abandoned. It wants to know why. But they're framing the Void Mother, especially with the Echoes update in the Monolith visions. They're really framing her as like being a caring deity and being more involved and wanting to help. But I feel like they're kind of breezing over all of the Abyss stuff, right? Like, she did some pretty shady stuff as the Abyss. She attacked travelers. Potentially was the reason why Ariadne is probably dead and replaced. There's some stuff there that they've kind of just breezed over, and I wonder if that's going to come to light. The Atlas has created infinite stars, infinite worlds, infinite life. I cannot see them all, nor truly begin to understand the multitude of existence. But perhaps, even among these endless wonders, each moment can still have meaning. Any atom may seed a new universe if viewed the right way. Oh, so hold up. When do I slam the mark in its face? Hmm? It's all charged up. I thought this would give me the B option, but it doesn't, does it? Huh. I thought for sure that was going to be it. 35 seconds remaining. Nothing seems to be a secondary mission. I guess I can keep it here. All right, let's go to one more, and then I know we're over. It's 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and there you have it, folks. Twitch drops are officially done. Officially done. I'm glad we had a chance to get this last little run for anybody who may have needed it. I don't know if any of you did. I don't know if anyone was over on Twitch. I can't tell. Well, I guess I can look over here now, huh? Oh, maybe a few. I'm going to do this one last Atlas interface to see if anything changes. It could be the remembrance that's throwing me off. It's true. Well, the mission that's currently enabled is the mission that happens after the Atlas path is done. Like, that always pops up. It's the Atlas path used to be persistent. If once you finished it, it was always still there. Or when you went to the next galaxy, I think it would come back. But it would serve a very similar purpose to what the Atlas Eternal mission is actually doing. Which, oh, see, look at that. So what's happening on my screen now in the corner is what is the glitch that would happen on experimental when you were trying to complete the expand your base milestone. This would happen. So maybe it is the remembrance. Maybe I wasn't supposed to put that in. Or I wasn't supposed to get it. Let's package it. Get it out of there. Whoopsie. There's definitely not an Atlas interface in that system I'm in. All right, let's see what he says. I got rid of remembrance. Hopefully it didn't just mess it up for me, but we will see. All right, this is the last one. Then I'll be done for the day. But again, if you're new to the channel, you don't know what I do. I make some videos here and there. I do lore explainer videos. I do some tech explainer videos. I like to test things with the tech to be really data-driven approaches to what tech does what for you. I also do a live stream on Friday, which is our community live stream, and Sundays, which is a sort of a free play, but that's also kind of become a community live stream. So if you haven't subscribed, hop on over. Hit the subscribe button, like the video, turn notifications on so you don't miss anything, if you'd like. If not, maybe I'll see you. Maybe I'll see you on the homepage. All right, same prompt. I got rid of remembrance. Can I hit leave now? Interesting. I wonder if it's because I have crafting and everything enabled. Let me try turning it off, maybe. just did that to get through the path. Nothing, huh? The mission notification is the one you get when you side with the Atlas, but I didn't side with the Atlas. Oh, well, that sucks. Is it a bug for me, or is it a known bug for everybody? Because I thought I saw some folks I was talking to over on Twitter had it right, had it done right. Scrolling through the mission log, huh? Obscure bug. I don't seem to have anything that would indicate. I mean, is it still because of my difficulty? I'm on custom. What else would be? No. Well, maybe this will get patched. I don't know. Something came out today. I'm pretty sure it's already installed. But yeah, that stinks. Oh well. Well, hey, we tried. But listen, what we did do though, we made it through the last of the Twitch drops. We got there, right? We gave the opportunity to hopefully complete your Twitch drops that you didn't finish yesterday, and now it's done. Now they're gone. You can still get them through No Man's Sky Assistant app once it updates. I don't know that it's updated for the current expedition. Let me check real quick while I have you on here. No Man's app, I should say, not No Man's Sky Assistant app. Spectral Fox, I just found your content recently, and I love your approach to the game. Instantly favorite No Man's Sky creator. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Fox. I do put in a lot of time and effort into some of my videos, so I appreciate when you appreciate. And I'll be around for quite a while. I mainly do No Man's Sky content. Every now and then I play something different, but nobody seems to care when that happens, so I just don't do it that often. But quick, while I have you all, let me check to see if they've updated this. Rewards deliveries. So No Man's app. Huh. I actually don't. Season 16. Interesting. I think No Man's app is updated. I think you can use it to get all of the expedition rewards and possibly the Twitch drops. It looks that way to me. I'll have to test it today. But it goes up to season 16, where previously it only went up to season 11. So Twitch rewards, they're actually, yeah, Twitch rewards as well. So if you missed out on the Twitch drops and you want to get it, go to No Man's app. It's free to use. You can join their Patreon and you can get extra requests. But yeah, check it out, nomansapp.com. Thank you for hanging out with me for this early morning stream. Just to get the Twitch drops. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. I appreciate each and every one of you. Have a great day. And as always, dear Rift Walkers, I'll see you tonight. Take care.